A new ball coming tomorrow. Got a new plate for him. That's here actually. We might get onto that later on. Every so often we clean them out. This new ball's coming, so it's easy for us now to move these balls around in here and then clean their pens out, and they'll all have nice clean pens together at the same time. And I'll show you a new ball tomorrow. We're gonna have a go at sweeping the yard because the yard's it's just a bit mucky. This is the one of the 7718s. We've got to have our man look at it because one of the solenoids in the gearbox has gone. It's just biting into the gearbox. I'll show you as we go forwards here. But the forward solenoid, you watch as we go forward now. It bites in, a bit too vicious. So baler man Mark is going to be here soon, and he's a wizard round the tractors as well. So we're going to have him have a quick peek at that for us. And yeah, it's something we've got to sort out anyway before the summer. We've had both of our Manitous away at the menders. The new one went for a pressure switch. That wasn't too bad a job. And the second one we thought was going to have a new torque converter. And that actually turned out to be something not simple, but not expensive either. Young Ollie there, he had the gearbox apart. And there was a... him describe it one day, but he said there was a big nut in there that should have had a lot of torque on it, and it was hand tight, and he said it was letting the oil pass, and yeah, it was basically the it felt like the torque converter had gone because it was slipping, you know. These old tractors will never ever, they're so simple, everything's gear, nothing's electronic on them. It's why we keep them around. They don't let you down. Anyway, we're going to put the brush on. The old man's going to sweep the yard. Me and the farmer are going to clean out the balls. We've got some straw to put in that pen. And we'll finish up with a new ball coming tomorrow. We're going to have this tractor out most of winter. I'm just going to have it out and give it a run, because if you leave things for too long you can end up with problems with just where you don't run them. I kid you not, nearly 15 minutes to put a trailer on. Jesus Christ. What are they cleaning off after drilling? This hitch point in here, it gets clogged with dirt and then you can't get anything off. Right, where is our little... Do a lovely job. That's irritating, isn't it? Do you think that's a step forward?
No,
they're trying to go forward, but that just... I can't even see the hitch. I can't see it.
I wouldn't have bought that tractor. If I know what I know now, I wouldn't have bought it.
Should have had a 7, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Right, I wouldn't have another. I won't get another one for here, I can tell you.
No.
Well, you see where those Angus getting a bit of lively from, though? He's quite a lively little sod. You start trying to drive him and he's flipped his old leg out.
All right.
I can see where they get that bit of liveliness from.
Yeah.
I can see the crank here. There's no harm in it.
No.
Well, I can just see where he gets it from.
He stands there and has his head scratched, doesn't he? Come on, boy. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Don't touch that.
But it works not.
Yeah. Linda's back in for some more hay and straw. All of this will come out way up. Turn that off. We have had a very, very busy winter out on the deliveries. Farmer reckons it weren't as, you know, I think this year's been bloody busier than last year and the year before put together. We've been yeah, very busy with it. All this is getting moved in the next few days. We will put the pen up here. We will move the oldest cows and calves across. And there'll be yeah, and then there'll be another pen of cows and calves. This old teleporter has kept us going this winter. It's been an absolute legend of a thing. You start her up in the morning, she's a bit slow. You get her warm and she's just as good as them others. I know you got this bar up here, but for loading hay and straw and loading Linda up, it's blimmin' mustard thing. It's actually been a real result because I've had one of them away for quite a while. I've got to watch that post. But that's now fixed. Got wheat going out up at Alistair's, so the other one's up there at the moment. Linda's been ever so busy. We've been there hasn't been a day we haven't been out, even at the weekends, Saturdays, Sundays. Linda's been at it. Christ almighty, I don't know how she does it. Must send her mad. I got my first telling off at a yard the other day. I turned up at 5 o'clock, got told off. I'm not allowed to be there at 5 o'clock. So I learnt a new one from there. Felt like a school kid getting told off. It was brilliant. I don't know, maybe we're different. We don't finish at 5 o'clock. Must be a luxury thing. Anyway, I don't take too much notice. People get a bit all funny, but what we got here, what we got here. I ate it, I can't grab them on the end. No, not that one. Got them this time? No. Right, I'm going to pick them up with my hand. I told two of them, Mag. I see two old boys. Stay there, mate. It's just Ricky's one to open.
Yeah, let me give him a bit. Let's come down and look like
tipping out a load of muck. This is our sort of dry area of tipping. We once it becomes dry around the fields, we like to get it around some of the other fields, but when it's wet at the moment like it is, we used a lot of the frost. Actually, we did a lot of mucking out over the frost. Didn't necessarily need mucking out, but we just took advantage of you know, the hard ground, as you will. So we've got a couple of muck heaps going, but when it's soft like it is now and everything thaws out, gets a bit sloppy and you start making a mess. So we just tip it on this dry pad here, and then we can transport it to wherever we want. Then the old wheat's coming up. Look at that, it doesn't look too bad. That's the one Keithy drilled. Someone said in the comments he was overlapping any, but it doesn't show up on the field. You gotta have to remember his combi drill. The power harrow is a little bit wider than the drill itself, so it looks like he's overlapping, but the drill is actually placing the seed. But well, perfectly. If you look up the rows, I don't think there's any gaps, and I don't think there's any overlaps either. It does look pretty blimmin' close. If it is, it's very minute, not as much as people thought it was. But yeah, it looks really well. We actually, farmer came out the other day on the frost, and we put a very small amount of nitrogen on, just on some of the fields we thought weren't doing as well as some of the others. Not very many, but some of these later drilled ones, farmer just chucked a very small amount on there. I don't know what he chucked on there, but a very small amount went on. Not every field had it. The good fields didn't have it at all. And come 1st of February, if we get a frost, we will start fertilising. I think he does it 1st of February, 1st of March, 1st of April. I think that's how he does it. You know, if we can get on the fields, that is. But this is one I drilled. It looks a bit different because Keithy had the power harrow and I didn't. But farmer reckons it's going to be all right. It doesn't look too bad. I had the drill pack up on me, and very difficult to see the mark. So yeah, I was very thankful for the GPS that day, I can tell you that. I couldn't see that mark at all. We're in the calving pen. Oh, that's good. I wanted to see him drinking actually. That's a bit of a result as well. I see him having a go this morning, but I haven't seen him suck since, but that's good news. This is 329. If you look at her rear end, it looks like she's already had a calf, and spotted her outside, so I went looking for the calf, because sometimes they'll just, you know, they go and feed themselves. They're a bit weird. Doesn't look like something's quite right, so we're going to have a little look, and farmer's going to have a little peek and see what's going on.
Use a line, mate. Not a lot. And break the cord, that's the trouble, mate. I don't think he's alive, mate. Look at the shit up his nose.
No. Oh, bloody hell. Leave him like that? No, there's no chance, is there?
None at all.
That's what happens. That fluid should not be inside him, should it?
No. He's mate. What a shame.
Right, so unfortunately what you just saw there was basically we missed it. Calf had one leg back and they can't come out unless they got two legs forward. Yeah, she's tried to have him when we haven't looked. Not like we're not coming in here, but you can't be in here all of the time. So unfortunately calf didn't make it. Tried to breathe in the fluid, which is what you saw come out of his mouth. He had a belly full of fluid. No point even trying to resuscitate him. He would have been long dead. And even if you do resuscitate them from that, they're just brain dead, you know. There's never much hope for them even after. Even if you can get them back, we've had them before where they just literally brain dead, and they don't last much more than a few days. That's on us, that one. We missed him, simple as that. Pretty hard work when it's like that, but you know, everybody says you have livestock, you have dev-stock, but that's one we could have saved, and it's a bit annoying. Charlie's got the best tractor on the farm. They did some repair work on here. This has all been sent away, so Charlie ain't been on it for a day or two. It's had new bearings in the top and bottom, and had to have some welding work on one of the things there. They're nearly done. They ain't got a lot to do. I'm hoping to get out and get some drone work of them. There's Keithy. Oh, we made a massive boo-boo up here actually. We've all covered it now, but we climbed the stack the other day and realised we hadn't covered the top with straw. It doesn't really matter too much, but the tops get all coloured, so that's why we put the straw on it. It showed you the exact reason why you put the straw on. But anyway, we come up and done it. But yeah, bit of a boo-boo on us there. We don't usually ever miss that. That's rare for us to miss that. And I'm doing this sheet. I just got to try and not fall down a hole here. Make sure no one's down there. Whoa. Like that. Alright, I've got to move some bales and stuff here. And pull this back so we can get these out. All this hay will be long gone before we get to putting the pen up, so we're not worried about it sitting here. This will be gone before middle of next week, I guarantee it. We've got a little bit of time at the minute. The van's having its tyres done, so might as well come out and get moved. Oh, can you see that? Got a hydraulic leak. Oh, that's annoying. I don't know if we got one of those. On the bend again. This is that young calf, 380, that we were worried about a few days ago. We were just worried about him. He, I don't know, his mum kept dabbing him off, kicking him off. We weren't sure what he was doing. Then he was a bit lethargic, a bit slow. Anyway, we've been monitoring him for a few days in the segregation pen over there. They've both come on a lot better actually. She's letting him suck now and he seems to be a lot better. I don't think we did anything. I don't know if we might have given him a shot actually. I think the farmer gave him a shot of long-acting penicillin just to make sure that nothing's wrong with him. He's a big dopey sod, isn't ya? But Mum kept kicking him off and he weren't getting enough milk, I don't think. That was the main of it. But he's pretty lively now. He was very lethargic to start with, wouldn't get up, and she was kicking him off when we put her on him. And anyway, I'm guessing this is her now, but he seems all right now. We're going to leave him in here for a couple more days just to monitor him, just to make sure we don't miss him, you know. Farmer reckons we were a bit unlucky with that calf last night. Could have been dead a long while, but at the same time could have just missed him as well, so we don't know is the truth of that. He had one leg back and basically he snagged his own cord because his leg was back, and once you snag the cord, once the cord is cut, then that leads to calf wanting to breathe, and he's inside still, so he can only breathe the fluid. But we don't know is the honest truth of that. But he said that's just the way it goes. That was just a bit of, imagine, a bit of rotten luck, because the farmer had said he'd been in 2 or 3 times that morning and not noticed her. So yeah, we don't quite know what happened there, and it's not like us to miss anything, and it's not like we weren't in here either. I think I got one in that other shed just diddling about, and we got Bull arriving in just 2 minutes. So but there's a lot of uncomfy ladies in here.
Come on, all right. Go on, all right.
Go on, then. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. And a long trip. That's Dave. He's a beast, isn't he? I got him a name, dumb up. I got him a name. I haven't put it up yet. I'll get it up tomorrow.
I just said to you, you won't be making that offer again then if you come up here at 35 miles an hour.
Ah, it's alright, easier than none.
Yeah, definitely. I've had some of that over the trailers. That's good. Some if they get them up the front. I only said to you yesterday, didn't I, about when I put the bloody things in the trailer, I always put the partition in, keep the partitions up front.
Yeah, this hasn't got the partition.
Yeah,
I'm going to go back
stand on the back of the trailer. Fucking hell, I knew that in the day. You know,
just
start arsing about and...
Oh, so you're happy with it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a cracker, isn't he? Yeah, we got, that's Dave, he's a stabiliser next door.
Oh yeah.
And then next door to him we got, this is Ricky. I've got to change the names about, but he's a Red Angus. We've just had some of his calves actually, and they've been little, they come out very small, but they're straight up and sucking. We're really happy. Yeah, and they're fast as well. We had one yesterday morning. He'd got up, sucked, and he was running around the shed within an hour. Yeah.
Oh,
we couldn't believe it. We were like, Christ, and the old mum's chasing him round. She can't keep up with him. And then this is our limb next door to him.
I went and bought some stabiliser cows, and he was laid out in the field with one cow, and he caught his cow late, and he'd left her there as a bit of company, and he got a bloody ripping calf with this cow, you know, like 3 months old. I'm like, that dude. And I said, what are you doing up with the board? And he said, I'm going to slaughter it. And I said, that's a ripping show. I said, how much do you want for it? And he said 1,200 quid. So I'm looking at him thinking, well, you're going to be worth that in me.
Yeah.
So they were like, sort of couldn't really, and we put him on the stabiliser again this time, didn't we? Kept him with the stabilisers. I don't know what he'll throw, because you look at him, his best, he never ever loses that weight. And the condition he's in is the condition he stays in. He never loses that gut. He's always, all summer, he run with 18, we put 3 of ours in, didn't we? 20 he ran with, 21.
Well, he's looking well. Wow.
But he didn't. What do you make of him, Max? I don't know what to think of him. I actually don't think he's going to be that good a bull.
He's your worst bull in my eyes.
Right. Yeah, that's an honest opinion.
You want an honest opinion?
No, I say the same. He don't.
He ain't filled out, has he?
For your other 2 bulls. He hasn't got the shape yet. He's happy, has he?
He's lean and he's fit and he's long. That's about all you can say.
How old is he?
How old will he be? Like 3 years?
I think he's 3 this time, yeah. He was young, he was only young.
Say that he's at that funny age because he should be getting out of that now.
Yeah, exactly. He would have been, let me just think a minute, he would have been 14 months, right? Yeah, he perhaps ain't quite through. But he'd be sneaking that way.
See how he goes over the next year.
He'd be 2.5 years old, at least.
The one we had before him was a much better beast.
No? 2 now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with you.
We thought he might fill out, didn't we?
Well, I like your end and I like your stabiliser.
We've actually sold our best 2 bulls. The Charolais was out of a beast, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was.
That, we had a bloody Saint Devon, it was a bloody cracking bull. But he got off the carriage, broke his collar. And of course he went falling down, he was always out the side.
Yeah.
And the old dad had noticed it, hadn't he?
Yeah,
And
it was a hell of a shame.
Perfectly. Oh, you got it wrong, my friend.
Have I? You'll like it here, mate. You come at the right time, innit?
I couldn't. Is there anything you suggest?
Oh, yeah. Don't tell Marcus, Christ's sake.
No, well, Riley is spelled. We would spell it. That's another way of spelling it.
Oh.
That's an Irish man.
Oh, is it?
Come on, mate. Come on. Oh, Dave soon brought him down.
Opened his big gob, didn't he?
Yeah. I suppose he took a look across and see he was bigger than him and told him, fuck yes, I ain't making too much racket here. Thank you, Doc.
That's all his bits. That's a copy in case it hadn't gone through. So that's a copy of the invoice.
Yeah.
There's his passport's in there. His pedigree's in there.
Yeah.
I've signed that. If you want to
Register him.
with society.
Yeah.
TB stuff's in there.
Oh, nice one. Thank you. That'll do that. Do you want to look around them cows while you're in?
Yeah.
Right then. What do you think? We were well impressed with him. They had they actually had a younger one. Farmer was, he is, oh, we're on the fence whether to have two, but I don't know. He was the bigger of the two, the older of the two. The younger one actually looked even more impressive than this one. Just around the arse end really, but Christ, we were well happy with him. Yeah, and the people we dealt with, lovely people. They had a nice herd of Chevrolets as well, and won a lot of awards with their herd and everything like that, and their calves. They were doing well, and yeah, so it was a bit of a no-brainer, you know. Old Dave had to have a word, didn't he? But yeah, what's that? I hate it when they do that. Show me your teeth. Yeah, he'll do well here anyway. But he was older, so we can put him on more cows. If you have him younger, you've got to put him with less cows, less animals. Farmer was toying with just having the younger one and just have him for next year, you know, put him on a few this year and then put him on some more. But yeah, I don't know where that'll go. It might just end up the way it is, and we'll get these name changed all the way round to the right way round. We'll get that done in the next few days. But yeah, Riley his name is, and I've got it spelt wrong. It's spelt the other way around with the I before E except after C, something like that. But what do you think? Hell of a beast. I think he is, I can't remember his age. I think he's 3 years old. I can't remember. Yeah, well impressed.